Hello, welcome back to my channel. With the progress that I've made on the 3D printed hand, I think it's time that I finally refresh a video that I made a couple of years ago pertaining to how to make a socket. For this project, I'll be using perfect mold alginate. I'll need 5 pints of distilled drinking water, a measuring cup, a scale to measure the dry ingredients, and a tapered container to cast everything in. The reference data on Alumilite site about casting an adult hand in alginate says that the mold should be approximately 1 pound. Using that information, I'll be prepping 1 pound of alginate powder to 4.5 bottles of distilled water. Zero out the scale, we'll tear for the container. One treats container is 10 ounces. So, since this stuff has such a short work time, I'm going to be mixing it up all in one go. So we have 10 ounces there, so we need another 6 ounces of powder. One pound of powder. Minus a little bit. I should take my prosthetic hand off and push up my sleeves. Everything that I've read on the internet says that for best results you need to be using distilled or filtered water, not tap water or well water, because it'll cause the powder to congeal like cottage cheese. So 4.5 bottles of water. Looks a little bit runny to me. I'm going to real quick add in a little bit more. You want it about waffle mix, not muffin mix. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to have my hand crunched up. You want it kind of spread out because that's going to be the form of this portion of the socket. Sure, we're going to be cutting out this portion once we laminate everything up, but we need the back of your hand and up into your wrist. Ultimately, you know, I'd love to cast up to here, but with the materials I have, I can't go that high. Okay, I got most of the air bubbles out. So, hand like this. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. To increase my volume, I'm going to cast in a water bottle in there because I'm not quite where I wanted to be for height-wise. Okay, so I'm sure not to be touching any of the sides, and I'm not touching the bottom. I'm about a 1/4 of an inch up off the bottom. So now we wait. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Something to remember with alginate is that it isn't solid like silicone. You want to be sure to cast your plaster off of this pretty soon after your alginate's cured. Meow. It's feeling pretty solid. What you do is you wiggle your hand around until you start feeling an air bubble in there, and then you just start working your hand out, being sure not to rip the mold as best you can. Introducing air every chance you can. Okay, and there we have a mold. Next step is to get started and mix up all the plaster. For the casting portion of this project, I'll be using Perfect Plaster, made by the same company. Both of these products are available at Hobby Lobby. The alginate and the bag of plaster ended up costing about $23. Pretty affordable method, but it is a one-time deal. You're only going to get one shot out of this alginate. So something to keep in mind. I'll be mixing up some platinum-based silicone and doing a two-part mold off of this plaster cast. Because this probably won't be my only device to be making. Probably could have done the whole 1.5 pound bag of alginate with 4 pints of water, and that probably would have been okay. The bag says 16 ounces to 10 ounces of water. Okay, so I ended up going 1 pound plaster, so I'll be using 10 ounces of water. Or about. Now I didn't go and pour all of the water in there. I'm going to mix it up some, see what it looks like. It does help if you use a semi-transparent container like this to mix up the plaster. That way you can see if you have any dry spots down at the bottom corners. You want back out? Come back out. It's such an emergency to get in, just so he can go back out. Okay, so first pour. We'll see what this looks like. I'm going to pour about half of it in there. Kind of shake it around. Try to get rid of any air bubbles that are in there. So 1 pound of plaster ended up filling up my mold just about to the top. If I were to do it again, I probably would have done 18 ounces, somewhere around there. I'm not going to go and mix up, another 2 ounces just to get another 1/4 inch. Looking back, I would have gone with a whole 1.5 pound bag of alginate with 4 16-ounce bottles of water in this trash can. So kind of need to be a little selective when you're choosing your container that you're going to be casting in. I would have preferred to go with more of a tall, slender container or all-ground container, because you're wanting an even distance around your residual limb. Something to keep in mind if you choose to take on this as a project. So that just about covers the basics for casting your residual limb using alginate and plaster. In the next video, I'll show the demolding process and setting up to make a master mold using a platinum-based silicone. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And if you have time, please leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching.